In Sporty news today, Drogba teased on Twitter. Dwight Howard to undergo back surgery. Oscar Pistorius and Jeremy Lin are influential according to Time. Usain Bolt races for a credit card, and Derrick Rose on the cover of GQ. Drogba gets blasted on Twitter. The Chelsea striker scored during the Champions League semi-final first leg against Barcelona, but that hasn't stopped him from being teased by his colleagues on Twitter. Drogba is being mocked for his dramatics on the pitch. Wayne Rooney tweeted a few words of advice to the Ivorian. "Drogba, you're a good player, but please get up." Former Premier League player and Twitter personality Gary Lineker didn't pull any punches. Drogba not only scored, but stayed on his feet for the entirety of his post-match interview. Superman's injured Dwight Howard, Orlando Magic's number 12, is going to undergo back surgery. The American has been suffering from a herniated disc in his lower back after colliding with Brendan Haywood during a game against the Dallas Mavericks. As a result, he spent 4 months off the court. Orlando's had a rough end of season, and Team USA has lost a key player for the Olympic Games. On the whole, it's bad news for everyone, except for Howard himself, perhaps. Dwight Howard's been on poor terms with Magic's coach Stan Van Gundy for some time now and is using his time off to settle scores. According to local American station WKMG, he declared that he wouldn't return to his team as long as Stan Van Gundy was the coach. It would seem that injury hasn't drained all of Superman's powers. Time magazine has published its list of the 100 most influential people of 2012. Top athletes include, unsurprisingly, Lionel Messi as well as Novak Djokovic, who've been dominating their sports for several years now. It also features Oscar Pistorius, the first amputee to compete against able-bodied athletes. Tim Tebow and Jeremy Lin, the sweethearts of American sports fans, also made the cut. Tebow's been getting media coverage for some time, but Lin was still relatively unknown until January this year. His reputation reached fever pitch when he became an NBA star over the course of 7 games by breathing new life into the New York Knicks. He's currently recovering from a knee injury but can take comfort in the fact that he's now as influential as Rihanna or Barack Obama. Things are heating up at Bayern Munich. According to German sports daily Sportbild, the team's 2 stars Franck Ribéry and Arjen Robben got into a fight after the Champions League semi-final first leg against Real Madrid. The 2 players argued on the pitch over who should take a free kick. During halftime, tempers flared. Then 10 minutes after the end of the game, the pair got into a row. The 2 players traded insults and blows and had to be separated by their teammates. It's not a first for the pair who've been getting into more and more fights of late. At this point, no one knows just how far the 2 Bavarians will go. Athletes are gearing up for the Olympic Games, and so are their sponsors. Commercials featuring champions are cropping up all over television and the internet. One of the recent examples sees the fastest 100 and 200 meters runner on Earth, Usain Bolt, promoting a new Visa credit card. The Jamaican sprinter races through the streets of London against an unknown competitor. The Jamaican is so fast that he has time to use his credit card during this wacky pursuit. At the end of the commercial, Bolt discovers that his rival is none other than the starter of his real race. Is Derrick Rose the next Michael Jordan? That's what American magazine GQ wants to know. The Chicago Bulls player stars on the cover of its May issue. While his performances on the court certainly seem to confirm that he's following in the footsteps of the greatest basketball player in history, he hasn't yet adjusted to his star status. In his interview with GQ magazine, the youngest MVP of all time explains that Chicago hasn't been used to having a star since the end of the Jordan era. "I always have someone with me. I can have a hat on, glasses on, whatever. People still notice me. If I go outside without a hat on, I feel like I'm naked. This life doesn't fit my personality," he says. He's going to have to make an effort. In December, Rose signed on for another 5 seasons with Chicago.